State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports,
the game, Gerald.
I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Last year is at Ohio State. This year's at Michigan. Damn. Yeah, I can't pick a play, bro.
The Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Release to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one.
Nigga, are you serious?
Example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Like, bro,
the hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The play fake. Now sliding to his left. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this
What?
defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You
Yeah.
saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it down the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And
What?
the PAT makes it 7-0.
What, nigga?
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Bro, what?
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that embrace the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield.
Oh, my
And he'll be marked down, but he's
God.
got enough to move the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Direct snap. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert.
Are you in cover 2?
Looking to pass. It's Sayed.
Oh, he
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are 2 teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the 2 teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Snap it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab deep. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on first? Deep shot for the end zone. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making. Find your guys, find your matchups. He's
going for it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into each other because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Ohio State 14, Michigan 0.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. Hard running there. Creates a little room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right.
Are you serious?
Got the first down and more. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Caught behind the line. It's Klein. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. calls his own number. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Michigan 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air.
That shit is so gay.
Credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll send out the kicker here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, here comes the return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Now on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as a third down stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. To the air, it's Underwood. Moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 20.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
And the extra point splits the upright. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads it downfield.
What the fuck?
To haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your
What, nigga? So
and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He's to make a stop here. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Handoff to the lone back. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Score the deuce.
No, I literally was going to pick that off too. If I didn't get blocked on the pick.
By only 9. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
That's caught. It's Smith. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He slings it deep to the left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's got him. Turning it on. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Wolverines in the hurry up. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Zings it complete to the right. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggression. Hits the afterburners. He's at the tip, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall.
Whoa. Are you serious? Oh. Are you serious?
10. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your
what?
Play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go with a direct snap.
Jeremiah, you got a block right there. This nigga don't
Back
lie.
to the line of scrimmage.
This nigga's not trying to block
On a
nobody.
defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to take a shot. He's got it at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing him.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
He got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! They move on top.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting sticks on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Underwood. A little screen to the running back. Thrust that arm out. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job, slip.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it off.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Nigga, I got him on you, bro. Nobody give a fuck about that nigga. Who on you?
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do.
No, nobody's worried about me.
Yards, get the first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. These fans raising the volume on second and goal.
Give me that!
Throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right?
That's a good-ass game, too. Bro, I don't give a fuck what he says. That was good ass. You know, nigga, you can't even look at yourself laughing. I literally know he can hear me. He can literally hear me because you got people who hear me. Nigga, he can hear me, dude. Nigga, man, hey, shut the fuck up, yo slow ass, you fat ass. Hey, I'm about to get, hey, you finna piss me off. You just fucking fat and stupid. Yeah, with his bitch ass. That's crazy. That was a good ass game too. Nigga, I said Ramel can hear me, dude. I said Ramel can hear me. You don't make no damn sense. Damo, you fucking stupid. No, fuck. I'm not gonna do shit. Bro, stop saying my fucking name. I don't give a fuck what he's saying. Yeah. Bro, what the fuck? No, I haven't muted. I can hear him because your shit's echoing. Bro, Hey, no, I don't feel like it. So that nigga still blood. Bitch, that's not what I fucking ass, nigga. What? What? Hey, I'm not unmuting this nigga. Keep going, bro. No, bro. I'm not unmuting this, bro. You too. Bro, Jimmy, what the hell are you doing, man?